Hey, pre-notification gang. Come along, Great Rip. Yeah, I watched Linus's video. Overall, pretty positive, and the criticism was super fair. Things that we're absolutely going to fix, work on, improve. Yeah, I watched Linus's video. We all did. Oh, I just ripped big ass. Thanks, resub Dexy. Why was Smile actually good? I know, man. I can't fucking believe it. Thanks, resub Jimbo. Thanks for the bits, Bloodworm. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a good night. Thanks to Tier 1 Jack and Tier 1 Bird of Prey. And the resub Leon. And the resub Soto and Prime Lucas. Yeah, I haven't seen any updates on it though, Bean. Just from like day one. When I went through it on stream. Thanks to resub Hamra. Thanks to the resub Mick. And the resub Huckle. And the resub Noah. And the resub Trashman. You see Kai got more than 100k subs? I did, yeah. Kai's going nuts. Thanks, resub Beck. And the resub Ahmed and the anonymous gift sub. And the prime Dusky. The resub Constantine. There's a tier 1 Arbu and Prime Zach. Yeah, we already watched the Linda Paulson video. Her rap song or whatever the fuck it was. If you can call it that. How's that 3% looking? Hasn't started yet. I don't know when it does. Matt's been talking with him, but I don't know when we actually get that cooking. Thanks, resub Baz, Matt, and the gift sub Sammy, and tier 1 Shrooms. And thanks, the resub Sinless. You see that, my man, I have the fishing video pulled up right here. Yeah, I heard about it. We're gonna go over it together. We're in no rush. Thanks, the resub Flying. And the give sub Corolla. And resub Rigo. What are we doing today? Going over a couple of things, and then maybe doing Bayonetta 2. Haven't fully decided. We'll see how long all the wacky shit goes on for. Did you see the Linus video about Stargate? Oh man, it's called Starforge, but yeah, we all watched it. Overall, very positive, I would say. And the criticism's super fair, so definitely going to take that and improve. Thanks to resub Erica and Wet Me Up and Nodi. Have you watched Blonde yet? No, I don't think I will. That just seems like a really odd movie. Thanks for the bits, Papa John. And the resub Docile and Prime Adonis. Thanks for the resub Supa, Cheese, Bob, and Axie. And give sub Sky Shark. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And the Prime Hartman. What do you mean by horror movies have the same ending? Every horror movie legitimately has the same fucking ending. I don't know how to say it without spoiling. It's too early to get into it, but they legitimately all have the exact same endings. Thanks to the resub Popo, Spitting Bear, Cinder, and Yanthony. Here, this is probably, this is probably fine. We'll use older horror movies for example. Let's take, for example, the most recent Ring remake. The movie ends like, oh, we came out on top briefly, but it turns out the video still exists on the internet. Now more people are going to be infected. Or Truth or Dare. It turns out everyone's going to be infected. So, like, they have, like, a small victory, and then 3 minutes later, it's like, oh, but now it's actually worse. You didn't beat the curse or anything. It's actually still happening. Every horror movie has the exact same ending. All of them. No, it's not even sequel setup, because there's not even sequels for them, but they just try and end on, like, a really, like, sad note, because it's horror. So it's like, we did it, I overcame the demon. But the demon found someone else. Thanks to the resub. Meister, Shebby, Komoria, Reese, Hazmat, Helmet, and the gift sub Brian, and resub Crisis. And the gift sub Edpo. And Dusk. I don't know what that one is, Jen. Hey, thanks, Polar. There's a Prime Jack, and the 5 gift subs Lauren. Thanks, Lauren. Resub Misha. Yeah, the fishing drama seems really interesting. I'll give everyone a chance to get in here so we can all tackle it together. Thanks to the resub Cook, Drizzle, Raccoon, James, Nut, Dill, Miller, and Tier 1 Koku. And the resub Pat. Is there multiple angles to it? I know there's multiple videos, but I thought it was all just the same one passed around. I guess we'll see. Thanks for resub Inzo and Gianna. The resub Dom. The prime IDRC. Do I fish? No, I haven't fished in years. Quick text message, hold on. Thanks to give sub Danny and resub Josh. Kind of polar. Thanks to resub Solar and OBU. We got some Bassmaster foolery going on around here. Kind of. Yeah, the sanctity of fishing has been disrespected. Unfortunately, there has been another cheating scandal, this time in professional fishing. Every sport ever right now is having cheating scandals. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on. Pandora's box has been open. And this one, it's quite crafty. I've seen the video beforehand, but I'll of course play it again to catch everyone up to speed. It's a pretty smart idea. I'm surprised that this isn't more common. Thanks for resub Lancer, Baggy, the Prime, Kintaret, and the 10 gift subs Ace. Thank you, Ace. Resub Gavin, Delicious, Oni, and the Bits Mushroom. And gift sub Father. It's like a NASCAR rally. Show me your butthole.
Where's the other one?
Now, I'm going to be on the side of the fishermen here. This is legitimately a problem because by cheating in these tournaments, they won a lot of money, robbing people of that prize. So it wouldn't be silly to get authorities involved. Because fishing tournaments, they actually do have decent prize pools. It's more than you'd expect. You know, like you're not going to be like a multi-billionaire off fishing tournaments or anything, but it's a good chunk of change, especially for just like hobby fishermen or even semi-professional or professional fishermen. It's a good chunk. Like sometimes it'll get up to 10, 20, 30 grand from the ones I've seen. This one was 300k. 300k? Holy fuck. Oh, that's what this guy made in total from his winnings. Oh, from cheating. Okay, gotcha. Jesus. Thanks to resub Karanger, Atlas, Team Alpha, Steph, Ultra, and the gift sub Father. The bits Ace. I'm sorry to hear about the divorce, Ace. Wishing you the best. And thanks to the 5 gift subs, Lauren.
Right now, Jake, I want you to leave. I don't want anybody to touch these guys. I want you to leave. Please go to jail. Tell the cops.
That's a lot of Wrangler jeans. So here's the method they use to cheat. Actually very smart, not gonna lie. Yep. Lead anal beads. They thought of everything. They put little weights in the fish they caught so that way they were heavier. Because when it comes to professional fishing, it's all about the weight of the fish you catch. That's how you're scored, right? You catch a big, heavy, girthy fish, you get, you know, more points for it. So this guy was stuffing weights down their throat to make them heavier. Actually ingenious, by the way. Like, that's pretty fucking smart.
I mean, we all fucking knew it. What the fuck, man?
One guy's just so disappointed. Hey, man, what the fuck?
A filleted fish. Look at this is a fillet. Yeah. A fillet fish. It's a walleye fillet.
Yep.
He needs to go to jail.
Now, one thing I had a question on, because I haven't finished the video, I wanted to save the ending for stream, so that way we're all learning together. Is this the cheater right here? Because he looks very defeated. I'm assuming this is him. Yeah, it is. Jake, as the good book said, you can't cheat in fishing. One of the 10 Commandments. And he's got sponsors too. At least judging by his jacket here. That's rough.
I got video.
You got anything to say?
You guys refund all that fucking money.
Talk shit to me, dude. And that's what you fucking do?
How many fucking ways are there?
Oh man. I'm surprised it didn't get more aggressive. What did Steve do?
Take pictures. I need pictures.
You videoing this whole thing?
Got video. Yeah. I videoed it right off the rip.
Was Steve the one that caught
Hold on,
him?
let me take pictures.
You fucked over a lot of people, man.
They've been doing this shit for years. Cheating motherfuckers,
Fuck
man.
us out of it for
Piece
money.
of fucking
I
shit.
know that.
You got a fucking boat. You got thousands of fucking dollars. You stole from
He's absolutely right. He did steal all that from the people that competed legitimately. So how was he caught? I didn't want to look too deep into this because I thought it'd be more fun to uncover the truth together. Where can I read about like the method they used to catch him? Because now at this point, I'm expecting a lot. I'm expecting they use like infrared scanners or something. They brought in a fish whisperer to ask the fish how much it weighed. And then when it turns out the fish was lighter than the scale said, they got suspicious. Let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This is more than just an accusation. This is like as definitive proof as you can find of cheating. Fish aren't just swallowing these lead weights. Like, that's just not happening. This guy's a 100% cheater. It wasn't an accident. Okay, so they came out with a firm statement. Disgusted guys and gals, I'm sorry for letting you down for so long. I'm glad I caught cheating taking place in your loot at the same time. What in tarnation? What is that? I'm glad I caught cheating taking place in your loot. What does that mean? It's an acronym for the tourney. Oh, the Lake Erie Walleye Trail. Ah, gotcha, thanks. Nice. Good work, Loot. How did they catch him, though? Clearly got away with this for a long time. How were they finally busted? Why weren't they bleeding? Well, if you read this paragraph or this sentence right here, it explains. 2 anglers were caught cheating in a Cleveland fishing tournament by adding lead weights in fish fillets that appeared to be previously prepared to increase the weight of the fish. So it wasn't just the weights. That's why he kept pulling out the, look at this fillet! They were stuffing the fish. Fisher, the tournament's organizer, told 19 News the fish looked smaller than they weighed. This prompted the fish to be checked for any signs of cheating. Wait, they eyeballed it? How did they get away with it for so long then? I assume the weight was just like marginally bigger than the fish, so that way it wasn't too suspicious, but if they were able to eyeball like, wow, this is outrageous compared to the size, how could they have possibly got away with it for a long time? Or maybe Fisher's just got a really strong eye. Yeah, no, this guy's got a great name to be a fishing tournament organizer. His name's just straight up Fisher, so that's cute. Thanks to resub Trey, Majin, Sire, Barmal, Big, Pokimane, Tier 1 Queso, and the resub CD, Proper, Paul, Goddess, Mole, Neo, Tokyo, Mug, and the Prime Chimichungus. Maybe Squessy. I run a fishing tournament in Louisiana and we have busted someone for this exact same thing. When we went to put the fish on the scale, the weights fell out of its mouth. Oh, get fucked. Unlucky. He's got to work on stuffing that turkey. Amateur. Thanks to resub your boy in the Prime Toki. And the bits Sari. He made 300K in just 1 year. He's made 3 million total from cheating. Oh, god damn. 3 million clams? Yeah, has he made a statement yet? What's his name? Jake? They just kept saying Jake. Jake Runyon and Chase Kaminsky. Let's see. He doesn't have a Twitter, so I'm guessing he hasn't made a statement yet. Thanks to resub Checkers, Zeckler, and the bits Suma. Nice. Good shit, Suma. And thanks for resub Cosmic. It was 10 pounds over the previous record, but the fish didn't look record size. Oh, so they really just flew too close to the sun. They went wumbo on it for no reason. Okay. I mean, legitimately, there should be, like, legal action that comes from this. If he's cheated $3 million out of these tournaments, that should be a lawsuit. And the shamelessness to do it in fishing, of all things. Is there anything more American than fishing? Come on. Have some respect. Which one? Who the fuck just keeps saying baseball? I'm talking real sports like fishing. Thanks to the gift sub Bastard and Brian and the Prime Nate. Jesus Christ. We polygraph winners, and if they fail, it's actually a felony to cheat and can be arrested. Think about it. They're stealing prizes up to 500K sometimes. Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's actually expensive. You polygraph your fishing competitors? God damn, that's cutthroat. I like that though. That's good. Very thorough. Thanks to the resub Carney and Spencer and the Prime TARDIS and Peck. Aren't polygraphs unreliable? Yeah, their reliability is always called into question as like an actual court thing. But I imagine for fishing it's more of like a deterrent as opposed to like corroborate whether or not someone's truthful. Thanks to resub Yito. That sounds interesting, Shakespeare. Jesus. How long ago was that? Thanks to Prime. Syphilis. Hear what happened to Summoning Salt? Yeah, I've been seeing it on Twitter. I know he posted a video on his alt. Might go over that tonight. But I also think that situation's going to get resolved by tomorrow. So, at least I would hope. Thanks for your sub vibes. Thanks for your sub sovereign. Thanks to the tier 1 quick. And Prime Slappy. Oh, nice, Shakespeare. Thanks for your sub Delta. And the resub Sesho. Oh, wouldn't there be a... No, the guy who cheated is like a well-known figure in the community. He's not like a nobody that came out here with like weighted fish. Thanks, resub Absolti, Above AI, Dude, Ocean, Pear in the Prime, Eating, and Mad Max. You gonna rehang Courage? I might. I have a Courage plushie over here. Put him on the shelf. Probably gonna get sued into oblivion. I mean, he should. He stole a lot of money. Determines exactly what it is. Usually call the winners, and when we tell them we're gonna polygraph them, they give up their prize and tell us they're withdrawing from the tournament. Jesus. Thanks to the resub Rui, Crispy, and Don. I mean, it's a good idea. No shame there. Thanks for some Grungle. And the tier 1 Sin. And the resub Oipa. Yeah, that's exactly how it happened, Jay. It turns out. That's crazy. Hope you're doing well, Jay. I'm a bit sorry. Why don't I go fishing anymore? I don't know, it's just not super fun. I haven't been in years. Like, it's not bad. As long as you go with, like, friends. But it's not that fun either. The Linus Tech Tips review of Starforge was a W. Yeah, overall, it was a very positive review, and all of his criticisms were super fair. I've always had a lot of respect for Linus. I think he did a good job with the video. We all watched it. So the criticisms are going to, of course, be used to make it all better. Try and fix the things he was talking about as well. And just improve from it. I know Google Stadia got shut down, man. We already had our little funeral session for it. God, rest in peace. He's a bit Shakespeare again. True Shakespeare, true. Yeah, we watched the poker drama as it unfolded. It happened while I was streaming and chat told me about it. We went down that rabbit hole immediately. I think you missed an elevated chat earlier. If anyone uses that, I'm going to miss every single one. Not on purpose, but I can't see them, so don't do it. Thanks to resub Canadian and Zweck. And the Prime Tolero. Yeah, I was talking about the summoning salt situation just a second ago. Like I said, absolute trash, but I'm very confident that by tomorrow it'll probably get solved. But if it doesn't, then yeah, we'll go over it a bit deeper. Thanks to resub Yito and Pluto. What happened with summoning salt? YouTube keeps age restricting his newest video. So, the history of the Mega Man 2 world record got age restricted once for, I don't even remember. But they eventually went on Twitter and they're like, hey, you know what, I'll just pull up the tweet. You know what, fuck it, we'll go down the whole rabbit hole tonight, because it is kind of wild. I do think this will be solved by tomorrow, though, I really do. So, where is it? Here. So after he called him out saying, why was my video age restricted? This makes no sense. My video doesn't have any strong language. He did the math. There's 0.16% of his whole video has a curse word in it. Here, actually, I'll just scroll up. So it's age restricted for excessive swearing, and it only contains 19 curse words in 78 minutes. He did the math. It comes out to 0.16% of the video has naughty language. And for some reason it was age restricted, so he called out Team YouTube wondering, you know, what's going on here? Can we get it fixed? They eventually came back saying, hey, after further review, we removed the age restriction straight up. We made a mistake. We know this has been very frustrating. We apologize for that. Your partner manager will reach out with more information. So sorry once again. So you think that's where it ends, you know, wash your hands of it. Just a classic YouTube L. And then out of nowhere, I think it was 2 days ago. Where is it? God damn it. Where was it? Oh, here. They re-age restricted the video, but this time it was age restricted due to nudity. Sexual content and nudity on a Mega Man 2 video. So it's pretty clear there's no human beings here actually looking at these things. I think that is blatantly obvious here. So for some reason, this once again got age restricted. Well, actually, it looks like he deleted the tweet about nudity. Was that? Oh, no, here it is. It violated their sex and nudity policy. So it got re-age restricted again, and now he posted a video kind of going over the whole situation. I haven't seen the video yet, but I've been keeping up on Twitter. I can't imagine YouTube, for some reason, doesn't overturn this one. But regardless, it's such a massive hit to his channel because that video getting age restricted immediately stops all of its growth. And Summoning Salt is a quality over quantity guy, so he's only making like a few videos every few months. So when one of them gets stunted for no fault of his own, it's a huge, huge hit to his livelihood. Thanks, Resub, Gurgle, Blake, Innis, Ghost, Ragster, Supernova, Mickey, Milgo, and the Prime Zimp. Yeah, that's what we were just going over, Vegan. Thanks, Resub, Happiest, and Bryn Boy. Christ, that just happened today, Jay? A soccer riot resulting in 125 deaths? Goddamn. When it gets age restricted, does it not get put into the algorithm? No. YouTube does not recommend age restricted videos here. He showed this tweet here. It completely stops it. So even if they overturn it, the damage is already pretty great. So super unlucky. I don't know what the fuck happened with YouTube or why they have it out for summoning salt, but what a mess. Age restricting it, realizing it's a mistake, but then age restricting it a week later on sex and nudity for a Mega Man 2 world record video. Yeah, he posted this on his alt.
I'm gonna start this.
I really think he should have posted this on main. I really do. YouTube only responds to pressure and nothing else. I think this would have been very good on main, but even still, it's had a wide reach.
This video out by saying that as a whole, I love what YouTube has allowed me to do over the years. I've made a career on this website. I can share my videos with the masses and earn a living from it. There's so many things that YouTube does right with regard to discoverability and letting their creators monetize their creations. But there are things they get horribly wrong, and that's what I'm here to talk about. A story that started a couple weeks ago. I make videos about the history of speedrunning world records, and a couple weeks ago I uploaded my most recent video, the history of Mega Man 2 world records. It was the longest video I had ever made, and I honestly poured my heart and soul into it over the last couple months. I uploaded it, and it pretty quickly got over 1 million views, which is roughly the amount I normally get.
The 5 gift subs retro?
However, 4 days later on the morning of September 21st, I got a notification that it had been age restricted. When a video gets age restricted, YouTube is claiming that there's so much adult content in it that it can only receive limited ads. Which means you get a fraction of the monetization revenue, and it also gets suppressed in YouTube's algorithm. Surely, I figured this must have been a mistake. There was no sexual content, no adult content, nothing that could have gotten it age restricted. So I appealed it.
The gift sub pink.
And 45 minutes later, YouTube told me that my 78-minute video had been carefully reviewed, and my appeal was denied. Rightfully, I was pretty pissed off. I quickly figured out the reason they cited for the age restriction was a clip in the middle, where speedrunner Elonesia used the F-bomb 6 times in a 3-second clip. But their application of the rule made no sense. YouTube's own guide for avoiding limited ads on a video says you should avoid uploading videos that have focal usage of profanity. The example they give for a video like this is a video that uses a curse word in every sentence. I looked at my own video. It contained 19 curse words, out of 12,000 overall words throughout the entire video.
So obviously what triggered it is the fact that of those 19, 6 were accounted for in a brief 3-second period. And for some reason YouTube wants to die on the hill of that's too excessive. And then I don't know what happened with the whole nudity thing. Like, I don't know why they're trying to play that card because it's a fucking Mega Man world record video, right? Like, there's no sex or nudity here whatsoever. But that's initially what they tried the hardball with the fuck burst. So that's what triggered it initially, and then they backpedaled.
That works out to roughly 0.16% of all words being curse words. For comparison, The Angry Video Game Nerd has a video on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where roughly 34 out of 1,000 words are curse words, or roughly 3.4% of all words in the video.
That's so much lower than I thought.
His video has 21 times the amount of cursing mine does per capita, yet mine is the one that was somehow restricted for excessive swearing. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying that the AVGN's video should be age restricted. His video does have a lot of cursing, but it's not in every sentence, which once again is the example that YouTube gave. But why is my video, where 0.16% of all words are curse words across a 78-minute documentary, the one that gets age restricted. Now, YouTube actually has conflicting policies on this. They also have a separate vulgar language page, which has a list of things that can get your video age restricted. One of them cites a sustained rant with heavy profanities.
That's such a vague rule, by the way. Because, like, what exactly is a sustained rant? Like, if I get passionately upset about fucking Pokemon, Game Freak being a lazy developer, and I go on, like, a 3-minute uninterrupted flow of consciousness where I say fucking shit, whatever. Like, what is sustained rant? Like, there has to be, like, a cutoff, right? I don't know. It's just such a weird, vague one that's like a blanket catch-all that they can use for fuck-ups. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense at all. Thanks to the Prime still and the resub Zero, Chaotic, Mackie, and the gift sub Brian, the Prime Humpty. Heavy profanity, they do at least define. A sustained rant, they don't. Because, I mean, you could say a sustained rant is just a few sentences. Like, it doesn't, like, how long do you have to go uninterrupted in a rant for it to be considered a sustained one and enough to flag it for an age restriction? Thanks to the resub, Noob and Ghost.
Elonesia's supposed rant was 3 seconds long.
Exactly.
Is that a sustained rant? Objectively, there's no way that 3 seconds could be considered a sustained rant. It's a 78-minute video. A 3-second clip is approximately 0.06% of the video's length.
But it is a percentage.
That is not a sustained rant. The next day, YouTube got back to me and told me that they had made a mistake. My video should not have been age restricted. I'm not sure why it took them 30 hours to figure that out, but thankfully they recognized it and lifted the age restriction.
And the Prime stank.
So now my videos could be seen by everyone, but the problem wasn't really fixed. This is my video's graph of suggested video views. Basically, it's the views it received over time from being suggested to people in the YouTube algorithm. It was performing normally until it was age restricted, then it completely flattened. And even after lifting the age restriction, it never recovered. So even though YouTube had technically lifted the age restriction, my video still had a small fraction of the visibility it was supposed to have. I was told by multiple sources that this would recover in a few days, but it never happened. I figured I'd just have to cut my losses and move on with just a portion of the revenue I was supposed to receive from this video. I also knew that it was very unlikely it would ever be promoted again in the future, looking at how flat the graph was. So, I moved on, and figured that was just the end of it. But this morning...
All videos level out? Yeah, but it's usually like a teetering. Like, they kind of just peter out, so it'll... Like that line he shows, usually it'll just kind of like curve naturally. His goes up and then immediately flatlines, because age restriction immediately takes it out of suggestion. YouTube is not allowed to suggest age-restricted videos. Now, sometimes some fall through the cracks, I know, but on the whole, they do not and never will recommend age-restricted videos.
Morning, 8 days later...
That's not true. It literally is true. Like, bro, how are you going to tell me that's not true? It is the YouTube policy. My YouTube partner rep even told me that. Back when I was doing a lot of sex toy stuff, he's like, you do know that we can't recommend age-restricted videos. And I was like, yeah, I know that. Everyone knows that. It's not a secret. Like, they are very public with that.
I woke up to an email that my video had been age-restricted once again. YouTube clarified in an email. Their reversal of the decision 8 days ago was apparently incorrect, and the age restriction should have remained in place. I don't get this. I seriously do not get it. I don't get how videos with 21 times the amount of swearing per capita don't get flagged while mine does. I don't get how YouTube can review a 78-minute video in 45 minutes and determine it should be age restricted. then reverse their decision 30 hours later, then come back 8 days later and tell me, no, they apparently had it right the first time. And to clarify, if you or even YouTube as a whole didn't want ads on any videos with swearing, that's perfectly fine. I have no issue with that. But tell us that beforehand, and we can adjust accordingly. Don't give us these incredibly vague rule sets, and then even when I oblige by them, insist that I'm somehow violating them even when videos with 21 times more swearing are apparently perfectly fine. And I'll say it again, I really do like YouTube overall, but these incredibly inconsistent and obviously illogical rulings make it so much harder to thrive on their platform. Now, this is by no means necessary, of course, but if you're willing and able, I'd appreciate any support you could give me on Patreon. I'm losing out on a lot of revenue from this situation.
No one reviewed the video.
Now that I'm doing this full time,
they don't have a reviewer.
Hurts quite a bit. But most importantly, please share this video around. Any tweets, posts to Reddit, sharing it with friends, anything will help. I want people to hear this story. Please make YouTube give me an explanation for what they've done. I don't see how, when comparing it to other videos on the platform, this 78-minute Mega Man 2 documentary is somehow the one that deserves to be age-restricted. But I'm completely at the mercy of YouTube. Thanks for watching.
Yep, so that's the situation. Unlucky. That's YouTube for you, though. There is no human reviewers. Don't let them fool you. No one actually reviews this. No one with a pulse actually looks at those videos. Like he said, his 78-minute video, somehow the appeal was denied within 45 minutes. Literally impossible unless they're watching at 1.5 times speed, which means that they're not even thoroughly reviewing the case, which is just as bad as not even reviewing it in the first place. They don't have human reviewers. So what happened is the system flagged it for age restriction based off of that like fuck barrage, and YouTube got called out on it, so they backpedaled. But then the system flagged it again for the same thing, and now YouTube can't look stupid and backpedal twice, so now they have to stick with it. There's no human reviewers. There's the Prime Huckabee, Kaneki, and VPN. There's the Prime Guru. Have you seen the drama in F1? What? F1 announced 2 teams have gone over the budget, which is said to be Red Bull, and if that's true, it could mess up all of the things for the World Championship. No, I don't really keep up with F1. That doesn't sound like a super wacky situation, though. That sounds kind of lame. Unless there's a lot of craziness at play. There's a resub Rico. Oh. And there's a resub Milk. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bronze. That sucks. Thanks for resub Pyro. No, here, I'll look up the soccer riots. Someone in chat brought that up earlier. Jake said that. Let's see. More than 120 people reportedly killed in riot at Indonesian football match. This is crazy because, well, obviously it's crazy, but do you guys remember about a year ago, we watched that documentary. Well, it wasn't a documentary. We watched the trailer for a documentary about how Indonesian football fans are the most violent in the world. Holy shit. I don't remember what 2 clubs it was, but there was 2 clubs. I think one of them was like Jakarta, and I can't remember the other one. But usually after a match, there's deaths. Like, just usually after any match, there's just deaths. It's treated like actual gangs. 120 deaths, though, is crazy. Oh, yep, here it is, here it is. It was these two, right? In the trailer we watched? It was Persib Bandung and Persija Jakarta. Oh, so not these two? There's a resub Tuki and Lithos. Well, I probably can't scroll down. I don't know what they're going to show there, but yeah, Christ, that's terrible. They need to just ban the sport in Indonesia. Like, for the safety of the people. Like, Jesus Christ. What was the name of that video? I don't remember who it was. It might have been Vice that posted the short from it. What was the name of it? That would be even worse. I don't know, man. Let me bring up the video real quick. Does anyone remember the name? They'd riot. Well, it's treated like gangs. Like they used football more for like gangs. So I don't know. It'd be tough. Cause I don't know. How do you solve it then? More security, I guess. But even that doesn't work because from what I recall in the documentary, even some of the officials take part in these riots. Can someone tell me what the name of it was? Because I really don't remember. Thanks, a resub Paxel. And Prime Raven. I think it was Vice, but I'll try Vox. Someone said it was this. Man, what the fuck? It's inside the world's most dangerous football league. Thank you. That was ABC, actually. Vice did do something on it, though. Indonesian brutal hooligan football culture has killed 74 since 1994. Damn, they just almost doubled that in a single day. They're on the come up. It's just getting worse. This was such a sad fucking video. Thanks, a resub. Coop, Aqua, and the Bits, Bronze, and Shakespeare. Nice, Bronze. How are people dying because of it? Again, they treat it like gangs. So they'll clash during the matches, after the match, well, especially after the matches, depending on what club loses. But they'll constantly be clashing, and then even outside of the game days, they hate each other. Like, if a fan of the rival club is even walking in the same neighborhood, they'll usually just beat the shit out of them. Isn't there also a lot of gambling involved? I don't recall that. I just recall the violence. But I imagine. I also remember a lot of like authorities like directly contribute to it and participate. Thanks, Reese of Pizza. Thanks to the gift sub, Squirty. And Sakura. Oh yeah, the football war. Chat told me about that a while ago. Yeah, I do recall that one vaguely. Vinesauce got on CNN for the trombone game. That's what chat was saying. Is that real? Let's see. Does he pull it up?
Don't let the name Trombone Champ fool you.
Oh, here it is.
There's more to this game than sour notes.
Why is there a news story on this?
Trombone Champ is I call it like a comedy music rhythm game. Kind of like Guitar Hero, except you play a trombone. In Trombone Champ, it's nearly impossible to make it sound good. Like, it's meant to be more funny than it is meant to be an actual game.
The first part of this piece, titled Sunrise, became famous after being used in the film 2001 Space Odyssey. Cool by me.
Trombone Champ quickly resonated with
What
video
is
game
this story?
streamers, especially with Twitch streamer Vinny Vinesauce.
I learned about Trombone Champ about an hour before I went live. So I had no prep. I didn't even know the game existed.
Vinny and his audience
I like
also
how
had no
prep
idea
is something
about
that
the
CNN's
baboon
probably like, oh
aspect
yeah,
of the game.
that makes
No one
sense.
else finds it even like slightly concerning that there's just an option called Baboon in the main menu.
A game like Trombone Champ kind of gels.
I don't
with
know
my
why
sense of
this is on
humor.
CNN.
And I had no idea why baboons were in the game, but it works. My chat room was extremely interested in learning about the baboon plotline. Like, that was the main driving motivation for me to keep going was, Vinny, why are there baboons in this game?
In case you plan to play the game, we won't spoil anything about the baboons. Tooting my own horn in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
Why, Rick? What the fuck was this story? Why would they report on that? What the fuck was the point of that, Rick? Okay. Hey, hats off to Vinny though. That's great. I don't know why CNN would make a story about it though. These are some Basti, Panda, Derek, and Origami. Yeah, I guess it was just a slow day at the headquarters. Rick needed something to do. He hopped on Twitch. What happened to the mic? Is this like a meme or something? Oh. I thought something happened. Oh, it was an elevated... I have legitimately not seen a single one. That is such a dumb feature, man. Whoever's been doing elevated chats... I'm sorry that that's even an option for you. What a shame. I sometimes see chat say -5 when someone does it as like a shame thing. I just feel bad. I can't see it, and I'm not pulling up my own stream just to read it. It's such a stupid fucking feature. Thanks, Resub, Chapel, Dark Knight, and Pyro, and Gondolin. Twitch said they're gonna remove theater mode so people can see the chat. What's crazy is I can't even tell if you're memeing or not. That actually sounds like something Twitch would do. Oh, interesting. People don't really like the elevated chat functionality because they can't see it in theater mode. I see the problem. It's theater mode. Thanks to resub Kinetics and the give sub Gandhi. And it still doesn't show up on mobile. It probably never will, man. It took them like 2 years to make mobile even somewhat tolerable to use. That app was trash for a while. And I think by the time they finally get around to making elevated chats show up on there, it'll already be like phased out. Yeah, that's what we were looking at a second ago with the riots after the Indonesian soccer match, football match. Do you watch League of Legends Worlds? I usually do, but I haven't been recently. He's resub Sweet Emmy. Sorry for repeating, but do you have thoughts on the new Dream face reveal video? I think it's a great idea. I also was one of the lucky few that got to see his face. I think it's a really fun idea. Legitimately. Thanks to resub Noah, Thomas, and the Prime Gabby. Not following Germa? What? Bro, I'm not logged in on anything here. What are you talking about? I'm not logged in. You can see I'm not logged in. It says sign up now. How am I supposed to follow Germa when I'm not logged in? I of course follow Germa on my actual account. Thanks to resub Young. I did Engineered. We all did. I was talking about that at the beginning of the stream. It was good. With a lot of good stuff for us to improve on. Hear about the Phasmophobia Discord admin drama? I saw they made like a tweet about it, but I didn't really get it. What happened? Is resub Zodiac? And the resub Cheese. No new updates to the chess drama. Chess.com made a statement that next week they might start publishing the stuff. You see the article about the Apple executive who got fired for saying in a TikTok he fondles big-breasted women. Pardon? Apple fires exec after he made crude jokes on the expensive car guy's TikTok.
Ooh, good sir, your car's awesome. What do you do for a living?
I race cars, play golf, and fondle big-breasted women. But I take weekends and major holidays off.
Okay.
Nice.
That is quite the career. I'm looking to get into that.
Well, also, if you're interested, I got a hell of a dental plan.
Okay. You do it all. You do it all. Yeah. And you participate in this activity.
He got fired for this?
Thank you so much.
What? Apple's vice president of procurement, Tony Belvins, fired from the company after his crude remarks in a TikTok interview went viral. What? Why? Like that's not even like crude or anything. It's just silly. He's just being silly. What? I feel like they're just looking for any excuse to fire this guy. Like, it's just low-hanging, silly joke. He was quoting the film Arthur. I don't know the film, but that was just like low-hanging silliness. I know I'm reading it. I'm reading it right here. I don't really understand. He didn't even post it on TikTok himself, though. It's not his fault the guy got blindsided. He should have just given, like, a formal interview. Yes, I work for Apple and I love it. And our values at Apple are some of the finest in the industry. We care a lot about workers, which is why most of our parts are sourced overseas in sweat factories. Thank you very much for the interview. Thanks to the resub Doc and the Prime Boo, and the resub Raccoon and Yodion. They're staged. This wasn't his TikTok though, was it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the guy. I have no fucking clue who Tony Blevin is. Just seemed like more somebody saw him at like a car show and came up to him, so he gave this little spiel to be quirky. Cost him his whole job. Thanks for resub Can Man and Reach Around. You see Antonio Brown's Dubai pool video. What? No, man. What the fuck is that? Is that even something I can watch? That sounds pornographic. Antonio Brown goes on Twitter rant after exposing himself in Dubai pool. I'm glad I didn't bring this up on stream. It's him leaning back in a pool with his with his cock out, floating in the water. What? Why? Why would he do this? Hey, he's just stretching his wiener out. It's crazy to me that even after I retire, there's disinformation about me. What disinformation? I'm literally watching a video of him butt-ass naked throwing his ass at the camera. Like bare butt cheeks and all. Where's the disinformation? Is it CGI? I obviously can't show this, man. I very clearly can't show this. I love the description though. Brown was caught on video May 14th shoving his bare buttocks into the face of a stunned woman in an outdoor swimming pool at an Armani hotel in Dubai, and then lifting his penis out of the water and whipping it in her direction as wide-eyed vacationers watched in shock. And here's his response. It's crazy to me that even after I retire, there's disinformation coming out about me. Ironically, during a time when the NFL is getting heat for allowing players to play when they're clearly concussed, they've been using black men as guinea pigs. Every chance they get to sway the heat off themselves, they use me. In the video, you can clearly see she runs off with my swim trunks. If roles were reversed, the headline would read, AB having a wild night with nude female. Yet, when it's me, it automatically becomes a hate crime. What? What in... What? Thanks for resub, Charles, Super, Letho, and the Prime, Froggy, and Sticky. It was all consensual? Well, no one's saying it's not. What? There's nobody saying this wasn't consensual. Like, it looks like the woman in the video is laughing. It's still... The point is, it's weird to have his penis out of the water, him stretching it and whipping it around in a public pool. It's goofy. And it'd be criminal if it was here. I don't know, like, if it was a private pool or not. From what I'm reading, it's a public pool at a hotel. Thanks, Risa Benjamin. No one's saying... no one's accusing him of whatever the fuck he's trying to say in these tweets. Things are prime smoking. Was it big though? I mean, it looks like he's got a big cock. I can't really tell because they're censoring it in the articles. But he like helicopters it around. Things are resub hazy and handsome. Thanks the resub Flozerk. The resub Anomic. Have you seen the drama with Nadia, someone that's hated in the COD area? There's people who made merch of her face with cheating bitch on it. Jesus. An ex-pro COD player censor hyped up a video on exposing her cheating, but the video is him proposing to her even though they don't know each other. I made a whole video on that today. I just forgot to post it. That is one of the most embarrassing videos I've seen in a minute. This guy completely just ruined himself with this garbage. It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. I also didn't realize he wasn't in FaZe anymore. Until today. It had to have been ironic, right? No matter what the purpose was, the video is still just embarrassing. The first minute of the video is just pure cringe. The whole thing is so bad. It takes him 4 minutes and 33 seconds to even mention Nadia and the cheating stuff. And then he doesn't provide any evidence, proof, talk about it, or anything. It's just insufferable. The guy's such a goddamn clown. Thanks, resub Ginger. Now I'm not gonna play the whole thing. Like I said, I already made a video on it. I would have posted it today, but I just forgot. But it's bad. I'll play the first minute so you can at least get a feel for it. Also, just to set the stage, if you don't know, this guy for the last like 5 days was going on Twitter rants and on stream talking about how he's going to expose every cheater. And now he's got the crosshair on Nadia, going to provide the truth about her on cheating and all that shit. And he hyped the shit out of this video as like the tell-all with all the evidence to prove it. It's so dumb. Oh, you guys, I want to make it clear. I don't know shit about Nadia and cheating. She might be cheating, she might not be cheating. That's not what I care about. It's just this video is so cringe. Okay.
Detective,
I'll skip a
what are
little
you
bit here.
smoking?
That Nadia pack.
Wait, isn't that your $1 million Armani suit?
Just buy another one. 98! Ugh.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Doug Sensor Martin here. Hope
Hey,
you guys are having
Doug.
a great day. And today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video giving you all the truth about Nadia. So if you guys don't know who Nadia is, she's a 22-year-old Warzone player. She streams every single day on Twitch 3 a.m. This is about my...
It's right here
As long as I have...
where he finally even mentions what the topic of the video is supposed to be. Right around the 4-minute 30-second mark. Everything before this is him patting his own ego like, I'm grinding Vanguard rank to be rank number 1. I'm a Call of Duty professional player who's trying to be one of the best in the world. I've gamed 6-7 hours a day in order to climb to rank 1. I've heard about this Nadia girl, but at first I wasn't suspicious, but other people were suspicious, so I started to get a little suspicious myself, and I decided, using everything I know about the game and the scene, I was going to look into it a bit myself, so that's kind of what I was thinking about doing. A buddy of mine has a cheating software that, for some reason, I can't get in touch with Activision about. It's just nothing. He says a whole lot of fucking nothing. And then it's right here where he finally even brings it up.
That I've seen. This is no news to me. I've seen stuff like this so many times before. And my brain just started to think. And I'm like, let me look a little bit more into Nadia.
4 minutes, 36 seconds. Finally. Fucking finally. 4 minutes and 36 seconds. He finally, at the very least, even talks about the subject.
Love streaming even more than acting. So that's like where I'm at right now. And I thought acting was my passion, but now it's really gaming. I do love acting, but gaming is where I'm at right now.
So when she said this live, I was actually in my hot tub watching because I'm friends with Jake and I like him. And he was talking about Nadia. I'm like, all right, like I've never seen this girl outside of her setup in her room where everyone's thinking that she's really sus with her cheats. So let me watch this interview. Let me see who this girl is and what she's all about. And when I saw that and I heard that, everything really started to click to me.
I'm going to tell you guys how...
See, but like, that's his whole point. That was the whole spiel right there. I was in my hot tub watching, and now it made sense to me. That's his first piece of evidence. He makes 3 points. That's number 1. He doesn't do anything there. I tried to give him some liberty when I watched this the first time. I think his thought process was, oh, so she likes acting. She must be pretending to be good at Call of Duty by using these cheats. Genius. That was one of his 3 points.
how I get bot lobbies. It's simple. I just hack into the Call of Duty servers, so there's a playlist that gets me only low KD lobbies. Here, let me show you. Oh wait, it says Rebirth QA bot. Maybe it says bot. Maybe it's just bot lobbies. Let's go. We got a playlist. Let's go. Dude, I knew it would finally happen. Let's go, baby.
And Peanut, Oblivion, Slippy, and Prime.
Rebirth QA bot. Turn me up, chat.
Turn me up. Turn me up. Oh my God, turn me up. Look, as a fellow Sharknado actor who has won multiple Oscars for all the Sharknado performances I've given over the years.
Same shark, different day.
I could clearly tell this is some bad acting, and not for nothing. This whole turn me up, turn me up. Can we please? I don't care who started this. I don't care. Can we leave this in 2022? Just somebody come up with something new and creative. Anything but the whole turn me up, yeah. And there's a lot out there about Nadia. Like,
that was his whole second point, by the way. So that's 2 out of 3 points he makes. She's bad at acting, and he doesn't like turn me up. So right now we're 2 out of 3 points deep in his expose on Nadia. It's so shit. This is just such a weird, awful video, and this guy can't make a joke or anything. He's just so unlikable. So remarkably unlikable.
You could go down a rabbit hole just searching this girl's name, but there's one thing that really stands out.
I played Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2.
Hey, you don't need to hug me. I get
So
it.
dolphin.
Chad, what is dolphin diving? Like, how do I do it?
Okay, so Nadia, check this out. I know you work out and you're in good shape. This is how you do the dolphin dive. All jokes aside, this video is about showing
There
the
were a
truth
lot of
Nadia,
jokes. Time
and
to set those
somehow
aside.
The internet over the last few days has really turned this and conforted this into me exposing Nadia for her cheats and having clear-cut evidence of her cheats. So I do want to clarify this really quickly. My buddy made a program to catch Vanguard cheaters on the rank play system. I've made that very clear. I've also told Nadia publicly multiple times that I don't care about her. My video is going to be unbiased. I don't need her. I'm not looking for clout. I'm not looking for money. Don't need any of that stuff.
So what was the point of the video then? That's his third point. The dolphin dive. That's the whole video. That's it. Just a little attention seeking. Poorly. And now this guy has completely ruined his reputation. Well, whatever reputation he had left. This guy fell off really hard. But man, it was so embarrassing to fucking sit through. And then he goes into the proposal.
One thing that I do need. And...
Fucking hilarious. Yep. That's the whole video. All of that just for a drop of clout. Again, I don't know if Nadia cheats or not. Doesn't really matter. Somehow, he just ruined his own career. Well, he doesn't have too much of a career left, I guess, based on everything I've read. But he's ruined his own fragment of a reputation from trying to ride that wave. Somehow, even if she's outed as a cheater, this guy took the bigger L. Thanks to the bits, Scaleb. And the Prime Rusty. And resub Popo. Yep. So that's that. Thanks to Prime Duza. And Irony. Yeah, that happened while I was streaming Irony, and we went over all of it live in real time. Oh. Thanks to the resub impression. He could have been trolling. I think that's what the idea was after the fact he fell onto that. So he's on Twitter saying it was all a big troll. That doesn't excuse the cringe. What? It's still terrible. It's badly done. Thanks to the gift sub Oblazars and the resub Jay and Hanopio. That's exactly what he meant by her being acting. What? What? That's literally what he meant by her acting, but you missed that point. What point? Just to bring to light and expose her. Moist man, you annoying. What did he do? What did he... Are you serious, Nessie? I can't tell if this is bait. I'm all ears. Please tell me. Is that Doug on his alt? He didn't make a point. He didn't expose anything. He didn't say anything at all. Nothing. It's just a whole barrel of embarrassment. There is no point in this 8-minute and 2-second video that he really squeezed together for the mid-roll did he make a point or make a joke that wasn't trash. Thanks to Prime Beefy. He brought up her acting skills, then went on to say she was trolling on TikTok. Oh, he said that?
Being a guy who's been around competitive Call of Duty for as long as he was talking about Nadia, I'm like, started to click to me.
I'm gonna tell you guys what happened.
Actor who has won multiple Oscars for all the Sharknado performances I've given over the years.
What the hell is going on?
Weird, I must have missed him saying that.
Different day.
It's weird.
I could
must
clearly
have
tell
fallen.
this is some bad acting, and not for nothing. This whole turn me up. Can we please? I don't care who started this.
Oh yeah, I see it now. That is a really good point he's making. What was the point? I don't know, ask Nessie. Apparently he's somehow reading between the lines of Doug's terrible video here. What do you mean let it play? There's nothing left. It's just him being upset about that turn me up thing.
But the whole turn me up, yeah. And there's a lot out there about Nadia. Like, you could go down a rabbit hole just searching this girl's name. But there's one thing that really stands out.
That was the rest of it. There's nothing else there. It's just him mauling about turn me up. There's no way this guy actually has loyal supporters. There's no way. I refuse to believe that. Maybe like 5 years ago. Things a bit scaleb and chicken. Yeah, I remember he dumped that weather girl because he wanted to play more COD. That's one of the main things I remember him from, but that was like 4 or 5 years ago now. Thanks a resub, Mike. And the resub Albanian professor. And the Prime Kraken. Yeah, Waffle House is open again. Thoughts on FaZe as a whole? There's good FaZe members, there's bad FaZe members, as with every other org ever. There's people I like in it, people I don't like. That simple. Thanks a resub, Rosen. And the resub Prox. Oh, he's streaming that. Oh, so that's why there were people trying to somehow explain away the cringe. Oh. His chat's whining because you're watching the video. I see. I see what happened then. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. A little advice to his chat, just close your eyes and pretend he didn't make this one. Just watch him play COD and nothing else. How is FaZe Clan doing? I don't know. I'm not their dad. I imagine they're doing well. They went public. They're pretty profitable from what I've seen from their public raiser or whatever. I don't know. Probably doing fine. I was arguing with this dude about why everyone's talking about Nadia cheating when beforehand she was basically unknown. Why do you think? You are asking the wrong guy. I don't know shit about Nadia. I don't know fuck all about Nadia or this situation, man. I have no clue. I was hoping, with all the hype that Doug put around this fucking stinker, that it was going to be a really interesting experience that will explain the situation to me. But it didn't. Instead, it just made Doug this giant fucking clown for everyone to point and laugh at. So I still know nothing about Nadia, and now I don't care anymore because Doug takes the biggest L in this whole situation. Thanks, Risa Mercurius. Yeah, the poker cheating happened while I was streaming last week, so we got all of that shit happening, like, unfolding in front of our eyes. Yeah, that was a pretty wild one. Not as wild as the fishing, though. I actually think the fishing is wilder. Because this one's confirmed cheating, so it's not even speculative. It's just, like, confirmed. And it's pretty creative cheating at that. We've been blessed with cheating scandals recently. Yeah, I watched the Linus video. We all did. Overall, pretty positive, with some very good criticism that we'll use to improve, make things better. But yeah, the Linus video was great. Thanks, resub Chad. And the bits Mitch. I did see that, Mitch. Do you know Jev? Not personally, I've talked to him like a couple times, but I've always liked Jev. He was like the first Moby Huge buyer. Thanks to resub Donnie. And the resub Cornbread. Have you seen the poker scandal today? No, did it change? It happened when I was streaming, and I caught everything then. Unless things are different now. It was Garrett and Robbie, right? No, nothing new's changed. And thanks to the resub Shorts. Hey, well, good on you for taking it on the chin, I suppose, Doug. I would have advised not making that video, though, man. Or instead of making it seem like it was like a legitimate thing, make it clear that it's not going to be that. So that way everyone's not let down. But if you have I don't know you personally or anything, man, but if you actually have a good attitude about the reception, then hats off to you. I always have a lot of respect for someone that can do that. Thanks to Prime Fairy Tale. What do you think about the billionaire burning the Frida Kahlo painting? Hold on, I need a refresher. Was that for the NFT? Oh, it was a millionaire. Fucking poor. Millionaire burns the Frida Kahlo artwork to sell it in the metaverse. Yeah, this was the NFT. Just another crypto L. I don't have like a whole lot of thoughts to it, man. It's just another crypto L. I'm also pretty sure, yeah, he's under investigation now. Thanks to Prime Ian. And the Prime Beef. Oh. How do you sell it if it's burnt? You don't get it, man. It's going into the metaverse as an NFT. The whole idea behind this stupid metaverse NFT shit is you take the real world art and by burning it, it makes it more valuable in the NFT space so that way you can sell it for more down the line. This is like the 20th time they've tried this shit with invaluable art pieces, and every time it flops. It's just another crypto L. Or they get hacked. Or they get hacked. Yeah. Somehow all of these NFT imbeciles get phishing scammed and lose their whole Bored Ape collection. For people that are supposed to be so technologically savvy on the cutting edge of Web3, somehow they're always falling for phishing links. Thanks to the resub McNugget and Killer Whale. You wouldn't understand. It's important to get real estate in Walmart world before the big fish get in. True. Yeah, Walmart world's on the come up, actually. Luckily, I have my infinite doubloons, so I should be fine. Do you want a Smash Bros kind of... Oh, hey, Nesh. Are you talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Groomer? I wasn't going to talk about that yet since it's still unfolding. But yeah, I saw on Twitter. I don't remember who it was, but a Yu-Gi-Oh! Creator has been accused of grooming. What haven't you seen on Twitter? Bro, I see everything on Twitter. Unironically, you guys keep me updated on, like, the absolute cutting edge of drama and controversy. I'm in the know on everything. At least moderately. I at least have a surface level idea of what's going on in every community. So why do you hate Twitter? This is a fucking terrible platform, man. What do you mean, why do I hate Twitter? If I ever go outside of just like my little bubble, or if I, God forbid, read comments on something, it is just an instant day ruiner. Thanks to the resub hillbilly, or the prime hillbilly and the resub cat. Is that a real story cat? Jesus. Thanks to the resub KST. And the resub Keebler and the 5 gift subs Nash. Thank you, Nash. Twitter's fine at your curated surface level, but the moment you go deeper, it's a cesspool. Well, yeah, that's the main thing. There's a Prime Misa and Fist. Have you seen Dream's face? I have. I have. We FaceTimed earlier. Have you seen Donkey has a publishing company? Yeah, Big Mode. I'm optimistic. There's the Prime. Trig. Do you see Tesla's new robot? Oh yeah, I saw that. It did a little dance. Yeah, I was already talking about the summoning salt mess earlier. I really think it'll be solved by tomorrow. I think tomorrow it'll be fixed. That's just a hunch. But yeah, it's trash. It's fucking trash. Thanks resub Stultix. And the resub Bassern and the bits Pong. And the resub Celtics. Oh, that's good to hear then, Jay. Not the chat part, but the first part. That's very sweet. Thanks to resub show. Bits vegan. Have you seen the robot videos of Chippy? Is that Tesla? I don't know. If it's the Tesla bot, then yeah, I've seen it. Thanks, resub noisy. How does it get fixed? His views are tanked. I just meant they overturn the age restriction. Again, I really feel like they will. Maybe they won't. There's a very good chance they don't, because now they look even stupider, but we'll see. You check Kai or Bruce's stream right now. Not tonight. I was watching Kai's stream yesterday though. He is going so hard. What's Bruce doing tonight? I'm probably gonna play some shit here in a minute. I think we've covered all the topics. Oh, they're all doing the one chip? Nice. That actually sucks ass. It's like more of an acid burn than anything. I hated the one chip. Thanks to resub Yoshi. Oh, it's a Chipotle robot. Thanks to resub Brathy. No, I can't say I've seen the Chipotle robot.
Chips inside of its test facilities in Irvine, California. Now, Chippy is going to find his way into a new Southern California Chipotle restaurant. Unclear the precise location, but I would venture to taking a trip out to that location just to see Chippy and get his autograph.
Damn, it doesn't even have a face.
But overall, this is another
Unlucky.
example of fast food chains trying to find ways to address the worker shortage. Now, ultimately, the big brother of Chippy is, in fact, Flippy. Flippy, who started working with White Castle a couple years ago. Flippy is now in, I believe, about
Chipotle's going
White
fully
Castle
autonomous.
locations, actually flipping burgers
damn.
and putting fries into the fry bin. And then, of course, next to it, you have Distant Uncle. That is over Domino's, and that robot is called the Neuro, and that is an autonomous delivery vehicle that is driving to certain restaurants in Houston to deliver hot pizzas. But again, Chippy coming to Chipotle. This is news you could use,
Why
Jared.
does it look like this guy's about to cry?
Oh, yeah, I know. And let's go to the Wi-Fi Interactive. Lots of moves here this morning in the quick service restaurant. You know, we're going to talk about Starbucks in a little bit. Of course, we're talking about Chipotle right now. You can see it's up about 4.
Nice. I think I say about 10 years, most fast food will be completely autonomous. Thanks to the Bits Bloodworm and the resub Wake. The Prime Bellroom. I was actually talking about this with, I think it was Matt, like a month ago. 10 years, very generous. 10 years for it to roll out to, like, the majority of locations. I'm sure we could see, like, fully autonomous locations somewhere within the next, like, 5 or 6, but for it to roll out in, like, a big way, I'd say, like, a decade. No jobs for high schoolers. Yeah, I think that is going to be a bit rough since it's going to be a lot of jobs people will lose or not have the opportunity to have. But on the flip side of that coin, it really saves a lot of mental health. I feel so fucking bad for fast food workers right now. For some reason, everyone wants to fight in fast food spots. and they like take that shit out on the workers. Like these are like 16-year-old kids. Like, you know, that's traumatizing. Like you don't want that. So I actually think it'll be a net positive thing in the long run. They just have to, I don't know, find a new industry or something. Open that up for like an entry level position somewhere that's not customer service. Because goddamn, customer service, my fucking heart breaks. Gotta get used to it somehow? Nah, man. I wouldn't wish working in a customer service field on my worst fucking enemy. I've seen so many videos of those meltdowns all because like their drink was a little too hot or a little too cold or they didn't get enough fries in their large fry, and I legitimately wouldn't wish that on anybody. I'm hoping by the time all these fast food places are fully autonomous, there's like a new industry that arises where it's like entry-level positions where people that would go to fast food for like summer jobs or whatever go there instead. So that way they don't have to deal with like shitty customers. There's a recent palm tree. Like what though? That I don't know. I have no idea. No clue. Robot repair. Yeah, I don't know if that'd be an entry level position. That feels like it'd be like a lot. McSpankies is the future. Oh god, it just might be. Thanks a resub, Chase. Beep, Mori, Palm, Tiffy, and Tier 1 Bear in the Prime Kung Fu. The Bits Mac. I heard the new Slipknot album. I heard a song off of it, I think Hive Mind. It was alright. Thanks the resub, Mac. And the resub sweet. You by chance still listen to 7? Yeah, I do. Oh, God. That sounds miserable. Used to work for Dairy Queen. So many guys would harass my coworkers and me by caressing our hands when we handed stuff out. Oh, I could totally fucking see that at a Dairy Queen, too. Ugh. He's a tier 1 captain. I had something kind of similar happen, but like reverse. Someone was giving me money back, and like when they put the money on my, or no, I was giving someone money back, and then when I did that, I put it in their hand, and they like cupped my hand for a second, and I was so irked. So now whenever I have to give someone something, I drop it like from above, so that way there's no contact. It was just so weird. What do you mean reverse? I meant like I was the one giving it to like a cashier or something. I don't remember where it was or anything, but I was the one giving it. Hope that was a prank. It might have been. That was just still weird though. So now I always make a habit of dropping it from above. Half the time the cash, like the coins bounce off and it's really obnoxious for them, I'm sure, but I'm sorry. I don't want that again. So if I have to do cash, I go above. Or I just do self-checkout. Self-checkout whenever applicable. It's not trauma, it's just weird. I don't even like really being around people. So the last thing I want is them to like caress my little hand. Thanks to 5 gift subs, Nico, and the tier 1 captain. That's not new Charlie lore. I talked about that on the podcast at some point. I don't remember why, but I remember bringing that up on the podcast. I've done that for years now. Oh, where's the kitten? Io's downstairs. Oh god, I'm sorry to hear that, Jay. Yeah, like I said, I feel like that's miserable. No, I already talked about all the fishing stuff. The fishing stuff was great. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. And then decide if I'm starting Bayo 2 tonight or not. It's still pretty early, so I got time. I'll be right back. Oh. Alright, I'll be right back. Thanks to the gift sub Slew and James and Kari. I'm back. Thanks to resub Riddler engraving. And the tier 1 Gloopin and Cyclosi. And the resub Paolo. And Mitch. You see the Berserk countdown? It might be a more complete adaptation from the studio that made the movies, which were actually solid. No, that sounds great though. I'm super up for a new Berserk anime that's not shit. I've only finished volume 1, but I think it's great. I'll eventually catch up, but haven't yet. These are the bits, Jesus. And the Prime Raven. Or, nope, Rain. Resub 29. Yeah, I know Nexpo released the AI art video. Probably not going to check it out tonight, though. Like I said, I think I'm going to start Bayo 2. Get through that before Bayo 3 comes out. Thanks for some Frosty. Most people say it's better than the first one, which I just find hard to believe. But, we'll see. Let me just make sure I have it installed first. I remember I bought it. I don't remember if I installed it. Yep. Okay. Thanks to Prime Jason, the resub Chomp, Catherini, and the Bits Jesus. I'll have an IO emote at some point. Wait, what? I work at a gas station. Yesterday someone came in with Moist Esports merch and I pointed it out and said, "Big fan as well." He looked me in the eyes for at least 15 seconds and walked directly out without the stuff they paid for. Yeah, get fucked. That's the Moist Esports way, baby. Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's hard. That goes hard as fuck. Now you'll remember that day for the rest of your life.